Welcome to another episode of Current Affairs MCQ. Let's begin with the previous day's question. Consider the following pairs. We have writs and their primary purpose. 1. Habeas corpus, to ensure release from unlawful detention. 2. Mandamus, to quash an order of a lower court passed without jurisdiction. 3. Prohibition, to prevent the lower court or tribunal from exceeding its jurisdiction. How many of the pairs given above are correctly matched? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The correct answer is option B. Habeas corpus means to have the body of. It is issued to produce a person who has been detained unlawfully before the court. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. Mandamus means we command. It is issued to direct a public official or authority to perform a duty they are legally bound to perform. Hence, pair 2 is not correctly matched. Prohibition means to forbid. It is issued by a higher court to a lower court or tribunal to stop it from continuing proceedings beyond its jurisdiction. Hence, pair 3 is correctly matched. It is preventive in nature. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to the first question. Consider the following statements related to subordinate judiciary in India. 1. Articles 233 to 237 of the Constitution deal with the organization and independence of subordinate courts. 2. District judges are appointed, posted, and promoted by the Chief Minister in consultation with the High Court. Which of the following statements is or are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A. Subordinate courts are the lower courts in a state's judicial structure functioning under the supervision of the High Court, and they perform their duties at the district and lower levels. Articles 233 to 237 of Part 6 of the Constitution deal with the organization and independence of subordinate courts and ensure judicial independence from the executive. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Control over subordinate courts on postings, promotions, leave of judicial officers below district judge lies with the concerned High Court. District judges are appointed, posted, and promoted by the governor and not Chief Minister in consultation with the High Court. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 2. Consider the following statements. 1. The United Nations Security Council is permanently based at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. 2. India has served on the Security Council as an elected member on 7 occasions so far. 3. India is a founding member of the United Nations and signed the UN Charter in San Francisco. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option B. The United Nations Security Council is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations and is permanently headquartered in New York City, USA at the UN headquarters. Hence, statement 1 is correct. As of 2025, India has served as a non-permanent member of the UNSC on 8 occasions. 1950-51, 1967-68, 1972-73, 1977-78, 1984-85, 1991-92, 2011 and 12, and 2021-22. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The United Nations was established by the Charter of the United Nations and the Statute of International Court of Justice. The charter was signed on 26 June 1945 by the representatives of 50 countries, including India. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 3. Regarding the procedure for the removal of a judge, consider the following statements. 1. The procedure for removal of a judge is outlined in the Judges Inquiry Act 1968. 2. A judge of the Supreme Court or High Court can be removed by the President under Articles 124 and 218 on grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. 3. The motion for removal must be passed by a majority of the total membership of both houses of Parliament. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only, C. 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, removal of a judge. The Judges Inquiry Act 1968 provides the detailed procedure for the investigation and removal of judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It lays down the process for inquiry, investigation and motion in Parliament. Under Articles 124 and 218, judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts can be removed by the President on grounds of proven misbehavior or incapacity after a motion is passed by both houses of Parliament. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The motion for the removal of a judge must be passed by two conditions. First, by a majority of the total membership of each house, and second, by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Question 4. Regarding the cash reserve ratio, consider the following statements. 1. It is the share of a bank's total deposit that must be maintained with the Reserve Bank of India as liquid cash reserves. 2. Banks earn interest on the amount kept as CRR with the RBI. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A. The cash reserve ratio is the percentage of a bank's total deposits that must be kept with the RBI in the form of liquid cash. Hence, statement 1 is correct. This is a regulatory requirement to ensure that banks maintain a minimum level of liquidity and financial stability. Banks do not earn any interest on the amount maintained as CRR with the RBI. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. This is one reason why CRR is considered a cost to banks, as it locks up funds that could otherwise be used for lending or investment. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 5. With reference to the Jordan Valley, consider the following statements. 1. It is a rift valley located in the southwestern Asia. 2. It is located along the Jordan River and forms the western border of Jordan with Israel and West Bank. 3. The Dead Sea, located in the Jordan Valley, is the lowest natural point on Earth's surface. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D. The Jordan Valley is a part of the Great Rift Valley system, which extends from Lebanon to Mozambique. It is a rift valley formed by tectonic plate movements. Geographically, it lies in the Middle East, which is in southwestern Asia. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Jordan River flows through the valley and acts as a natural boundary between Jordan to the east and Israel and West Bank to the west. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The Dead Sea, situated in the southern part of the Jordan Valley, is the lowest natural point on Earth's surface at approximately 430 meters below sea level. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Question 6. As per the Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016, which of the following is responsible for ensuring the extended producer responsibility compliance? A. Producers, importers and brand owners. B. Central government. C. Central Pollution Control Board. D. State Pollution Control Boards. The correct answer is option A. According to the Centralized Extended Producer Responsibility Portal for plastic packaging maintained by the Central Pollution Control Board, Extended Producer's Responsibility regime is under implementation in Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016, according to which it is the responsibility of producers, importers and brand owners to ensure processing of their plastic packaging waste through recycling, reuse or end-of-life disposal. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 7. Consider the following statements. 1. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 provides for a time-bound resolution process for insolvency with a maximum limit of 180 days for corporate companies. 2. The National Companies Law Tribunal adjudicates the insolvency proceedings of companies, while the Debt Recovery Tribunal handles insolvency resolution for individuals. 3. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India is a statutory body established under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 indeed provides a time-bound resolution process for insolvency cases. For corporate insolvency resolution, the initial time limit is 180 days, which can be extended by 90 days, making a total of 270 days. However, due to judicial delays, the maximum cap is 330 days, including litigation time. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The National Company Law Tribunal is the adjudicating authority for insolvency proceedings related to companies, while the Debt Recovery Tribunal is responsible for handling insolvency resolution for individuals and partnership firms, excluding limited liability partnerships. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, established under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, is a statutory body responsible for formulating and enforcing rules for insolvency and bankruptcy resolution of corporate persons, partnership firms, and individuals in India. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Question 8. With reference to human trafficking laws in India, consider the following statements. 1. Article 23 of the Indian Constitution prohibits human trafficking and forced labor. 2. The Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956 is specifically focused on preventing trafficking for commercial sexual exploitation. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. Article 23, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India states that trafficking in human beings and begar and other similar forms of forced labor are prohibited, and any contravention of this provision shall be a punishable offence in accordance with law. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956 is the primary legislation in India aimed at preventing and combating trafficking for commercial sexual exploitation. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It criminalizes running or managing a brothel, living off the earnings of prostitution, and procuring or inducing a person for prostitution. It is focused on organized sex trafficking, especially of women and children. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 9. Consider the following pairs. We have ports and their locations. 1. Deendayal Port, Andhra Pradesh. 2. Paradeep, Odisha. 3. Haldia, West Bengal. How many of the pairs given above are correctly matched? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The correct answer is option B. Deendayal Port, formerly known as the Kandla Port, is located in Gujarat. Hence, pair 1 is not correctly matched. It is situated on the western coast of India near the Gulf of Kutch. It is one of the major ports in India. Paradeep Port is located in the state of Odisha on the eastern coast of India. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. It is one of the major ports in India and handles a large volume of cargo. Haldia Port is located in West Bengal near the mouth of Hooghly River. Hence, pair 3 is correctly matched. It serves as a major trade gateway for eastern India. It is a major port, though it functions as part of the Kolkata Port Trust. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 10. Consider the following statements regarding the PM-WANI scheme. 1. The scheme is aimed at expanding the availability of public Wi-Fi hotspots across India. 2. It requires public data offices to pay a one-time license fee to operate Wi-Fi hotspots. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A. The Prime Minister's Wi-Fi Access Network Interface or PM-WANI, launched by the Department of Telecommunications in 2020, aims to expand the availability of public Wi-Fi hotspots across India with a focus on strengthening digital communication infrastructure in rural and underserved areas. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Users can access PM-WANI services by downloading the PM-WANI application in the mobile phone, selecting a listed hotspot, and making a digital payment to use the internet. Key features: no license or registration fee required for public data offices, promoting participation by small vendors and entrepreneurs. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Utilizes local infrastructure, for example, shops, kirana stores, tea stalls, to enable last-mile internet connectivity. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now, let us look at a practice question. Regarding the National Action Plan on Climate Change, consider the following statements. 1. It is India's key policy framework aimed at tackling climate change challenges while promoting sustainable development. 2. It was launched in 2008 to promote low-carbon, climate-resilient growth in India. 3. It consists of 8 national missions aimed at addressing key sectors such as energy, water, agriculture, ecosystems, and urban habitats. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. Please provide your answers in the comment section.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.